up, people? What's good? What's up? It's me, your boy L Teddy 27, Angry Teacher Chronicles, and all that good stuff. And this is gonna be the review for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12, Episode 2. Shouts out to all my Deuce Clubs out there. Let me start off with this here scandal. I'm not gonna lie. It has cast a shadow over this show for me. Like, I'm really not excited about this show anymore. It doesn't help that this week's group of girls are not as good as last week's. And even as I look at Sherry Pie, I'm going to try to be unbiased or try to just review it and so forth, as if the scandal did not happen, but it's hard to. And let me also say this about last week's episode. In my review, I got some comments and things about my thoughts on Britta and how I felt about it. My feelings have not changed. I have not wavered on how I feel. With that being said, you probably will get little to no review where I am discussing her. Like, I'm going to act as if she's not there. So I'm just going to be honest with you. If I'm just being brutally honest, if I discuss her, Britta, it will only be for the purpose of discussing maybe some interaction she had with one of the other contestants, but I won't discuss her singularly. am choosing not to, and I'm not going to waver on that unless something comes out that changes my mind. So let's get into this week's episode. So we start off with the first, well, not the first contestant, but Rock'em Sakura. She was already annoying for me from the very beginning. Like, I get that's her shtick, that's her angle, but from the beginning, the rolling on the floor and everything, it was just way too much for me in the beginning, and I was like, ugh. So that was that. Dahlia Sin then came out. Now, Dahlia Sin is cute as a boy. As a boy, cute. But I think she's too overconfident. And she reminds me of and you see these types of drag queens a lot, the ones that are very attractive as boys, and then they're equally, if not more attractive as a drag queen when they're in drag, and people tell them that all of the time. So everything for them is based on how they look. They're not the best in terms of their lip syncing. They may not even be the best in terms of how they do their makeup, and we'll get to that a little later, because they're relying simply on the look that they always have, the fact that people tell them that they're a very attractive person, so they think that that's going to get them far. But this is drag, and it's a little different than me saying whether or not I want to take you home and do some stuff with you. And so I think that she's too overconfident, and that comes from probably being told over and over and over again how attractive she is in and out of drag. Sherry Pie is another New York queen. I'm so sick of the New York queen. At this point, it's nauseating every time I hear another one of them say, I'm from New York, I'm from New York, I'm from New York, as if that's the only area. I wouldn't even call New York, and people probably going to argue with me, I wouldn't even call New York the mecca of drag, or where drag is centralized within these yet to be United States of America, because there are so many other cities where drag queens and drag shows are a huge part of the scene. So I just hate that the editors and the executive producers and the people backstage and production, only thing they want to showcase is the New York girls, and that's just not fair to so many. I'm sure they get thousands upon thousands of applicants each year, and it just ends up being the same thing over and over and over. It's kind of nauseating at this point. So, but like I said, with Sherry Pie, this whole scandal has kind of ruined her for the rest of the season for me. So even when I look at her, she's tainted, and there's no coming back almost from that taint that she has. We then see Jen, who's another New York girl, another New York white girl. This is Rupaul. Y'all know she see it for the white people. She don't see it for you coloreds. She do not see it for you coloreds. She definitely don't see it for um the southern girls, because in southern drag you get more of the black girls that are more dominant and the more dominant face of the scene, whereas in New York and areas like that it's the white girls that are a little more dominant on the scene. And RuPaul do not see it for the black girls, even though I hate sometimes how RuPaul turns into this like caricature where she tries to portray being one of the black girls when she's really not, and it comes off almost disrespectful, because we know RuPaul doesn't come from that. And when she morphs into this caricature and tries to sensationalize the vernacular or the way that the southern or the black girls carry themselves, it does get a little offensive. We had Jada Essence Hall. She's a black girl. She's cute. In drag, out of drag, she's okay, but in drag, she's cute in drag. She seems like she's gonna be a little messy, which is okay. I'm okay with that. She talks a lot. Okay. She talks a lot. She don't do a whole lot of listening. She do a whole lot of talking. And then we have Aiden Zane, who came out saying, I don't have a lot of experience performing in drag, but I am a drag queen nonetheless, and don't underestimate me. And I like that Aiden Zane was upfront and honest about who he was. Well, I'm saying about not having that much experience. So then RuPaul comes out and lets them know all about the two premieres and so forth and so on, and that there are girls that have already been here, and this is the second premiere. And they'll have the same like last week, where they have the mini challenge is the fashion week, where they have to give a spring and a fall look. So let's get to these looks. The spring look. So Rock'em Sakura was first. When she first came out, it didn't move me. But the more I looked at it and the more I got into it, I was like, okay, I really, really enjoyed. The more she walked the runway and I got to see the different parts of that spring outfit, I loved it. So by the time she went off the stage, I was in love with the outfits, with her outfit. I was really in love with it. Dahlia Sin, I loved that orange hair contrasted with that lime green. The dress was still just regular, but with that orange hair, it kind of accentuated the color in the dress. So that was good. Sherry, I didn't like the dress. It looked very matronly and motherly, and which would have been okay, but her makeup was still very campy and very exaggerated, that campy exaggeratedness, and it didn't mesh well. It didn't go together. So I didn't like her look with the makeup and the dress. Jan, um, sweetheart, where are your titties? Where are your tatas? I'm so sick of these people calling themselves being in drag and don't have no titties and no tatas. Baby, I can see your whole boy chest. Get your life in order. Get your drag in order. I didn't like that. I couldn't help but it looked like it could have been a really nice outfit, but the fact that I could see your whole 12-year-old boy chest and you supposed to be a drag queen, girl, let it go. Jada Essence Hall. She has a really nice body and drag, nice padding and everything that she does with her drag is very polished and well put together. You can tell she's one of the pageant girls. You can tell she's got the look down. She didn't blow me away with the outfit, but it was still a very nice outfit. Very nice outfit. Aiden, I liked Aiden's look. For some reason, I liked this look that he had. It was yellow and a little thing on the head. I really liked it. I didn't like his walk though. I hated that walk. You need to work on that walk. But I like Aiden's look for the spring. Now for the fall looks, Rock'em Sakura was very bland. I didn't like this look for the fall. Dahlia Sin though, I lived for this outfit with the thing over the head with the little Superman S curl coming out of whatever. This whole little fur thing, I liked that. It was nice. Sherry Pie, I felt like this started off as a simple black outfit with a nice dress and a nice hat, and it would have been stunning. And then I feel like what happened was they looked at it and said it's too plain, and they said, let me add this. And then they said, well, let me add that. And so when I look at it, it still looks simple, but if you look at it, so many different little parts. And I think they got carried away and it got too much and it took away from the fact that it could have been simple and chic and sickening, and I didn't like it. It was just too much going on. It should have been the best look, but it ended up not being that for me. Jan and that alligator snake skin coat with the dress, everything. I was here for all of it. All of it. It was everything. I was here for all of that. Jada Essence Hall. I loved this look. Loved this look. I didn't care for the hair color with her makeup and the look. I didn't care for her hair color. I don't know what hair color I would have liked, but I know the color blonde that she had, I didn't like it with the outfit because the outfit was so nice. Her makeup was nice, the body was nice, but the hair color just didn't mesh well with this for me. And then Aiden Zhang, I liked what she was going for. I liked the simplicity of it all. I really, and they were picking up the outfit, but I liked the outfit. You know what I'm saying? With the little yarn knitting over the shoes and everything and the little crop top thing. I really liked it. I really liked how that was put together. So for the Maxi Challenge this week, they're going to be doing this musical where they have to do like a Chicago style musical from the when not the city of Chicago, but from the Broadway musical Chicago, something like that. Each one of them were going to have to create their own individual verse in that musical to kind of, and it was going to be called "You Don't Know Me" to kind of introduce themselves to the judges, and then they would have to do a group choreography. Um, y'all know what these kinds of scenes give. Same old, fussing, fighting, arguing. I don't like this. We wasting time. I don't like just the same, the usual. Ain't nothing changed. Just filling a new name. Same old junk. And then we have the main stage. Now, Rue, I loved your dress. Hated your hair. The hair this week, Rue, was not good for me. It was awful. But that green dress I liked with the feathers or whatever, nice. So when they did the little musical thing, the little You Don't Know Me, it was cute. It was cute. I think everybody did know pretty well. The only thing that got me was Dahlia Sin's makeup. I think she something was off with the makeup. Like she looked like a boy with the dress on, as opposed to looking like a drag queen. And I don't think she had on enough makeup to accentuate the feminine features. And I think that goes back to what I was saying earlier about relying on the fact that people say that you're attractive as a boy and attractive as a drag queen, but she just didn't put enough makeup on. And when I looked at her, I wrote in my notes, it gives me masculine boy tease. That's what it gave me. She's an attractive boy, but if you're supposed to be a drag queen, I need to see woman, not boy. And so she need to do something like she wears very little makeup anyway. I see in terms, I'm not gonna say she don't wear little makeup, but she doesn't do all of the, I don't know what they call it, where they kind of shape the face and make it look more feminine. She doesn't really do a whole lot of that because I think she is relying on her God-given looks. But at this point, that's not going to carry you that far, and you got to do more with that makeup because you were giving me, boy. At one point you turned, and I thought I almost saw a 5 o'clock shadow at one point, but I could have been looking too hard. Um, the runway category. I did. Oh, when they did the little musical, I loved Aiden Zane's part. I loved Aiden Zane, and I loved Jada Essence Hall. Those were my favorite two. Um, the runway category was Tulle, Tulle, not Tool. Aiden Zane, that lime green was sickening. Loved the lime green. Aiden Zane was my best of the week this week. He was my favorite. She was my favorite of the week. Aiden Zane. Dahlia Sin, babe, you got wear your titties, honey. You the way the dress was fitting half of your, I could see like your chest and stuff. Ain't no titties there, honey. Where your titties? Where your tatas? You already give me way too much boy. We just talked about that. So you can't give me that much boy and then couple that with not giving me no titties. Baby, get your life in order. Get your drag in order, honey. Jada Essence Hall. She was cute, but safe. And she was giving me pageant girl, which Rue and them, they don't see it for the pageant girls, and that's only going to get you so far. So if you're going to be on a show like RuPaul's Drag Race, you got to come up out of the pageant aesthetic, because that's what you're giving me, and they don't see it for the pageant girls. So I'm just letting you know that now. But it was cute though. Jan, it was a mess for me. They liked it. I hated it. She looked like she was going to go work at the construction yard. It was a fucking mess. She could have kept that mess. A mess. A damn mess. I didn't like that at all, Jan. Rock'em Sakura, it was too much. Too much. Too much. It was just too much. And listen, I know Rock'em Sakura, that's your thing. Because you try to go for the whole anime look. But you got one more time to do the white makeup over the eyes. I'm already sick of the white makeup over the eyes, because you did that in every look, and I'm sick of it already, child. Child, do something else. Do better. And then we had Sherry Pie. It was a cute concept, and it wasn't bad at all. I liked the concept with the whole clouds and everything, raining or whatever. But let this be your give me 3 weeks without you doing campy drag. Can you do that for me? Can you show me a little versatility here? Because I feel like you're finna give me campy, and I need you to give me some versatility. Jada Essence Hall and Sherry Pie were the top two. I didn't like either one of their lip syncs, because they had to lip sync to see who was going to come out as the winner and receive $5,000. I didn't like either one of them. Jada was giving me too much. Sherry was giving me too little. It was a mess. I ain't like either one. Jada ended up winning. So, and that was the whole episode. It was very much not giving me everything last week. Like last week, I was excited after the episode. I liked the girls from last week. This week is like, eh. And when they met the girls and the old girls was like, meh, I kind of felt the same way about the new girls. Like, it's like, meh. Like, yeah. But that's my review, y'all. RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12, Episode 2. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all know y'all gonna put comments in the comment section anyway. So let's get on down there. Y'all know I like the comments. So let's get down there and argue in the comment section. Until next time, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely.